Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our first post-WrestleMania main event.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Glens Falls, New York, weighing in at 270 pounds, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
2x4 in tow, as is the American flag. Hacksaw Jim Duggan is ready to go.
Well, Hacksaw competed in that 24-man Battle Royal WrestleMania 24, did not win. In fact, he was eliminated by the Great Khali.
And we all know who won that 24-man Battle Royal.
Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 250 pounds, the Canadian Bulldog, D.H. Smith.
Yes, Josh. Who won?
Who won what?
The Battle Royal.
Oh, the Big Red Machine, Kane! Won the Freeview 24-man Battle Royal, seen exclusively on WWE.com. And then Kane, of course, going... You want me to just finish the little deal here?
Yeah, go
Kane,
ahead.
of course, going on to WrestleMania, choke slamming Chavo Guerrero. And there's a new monster in the House of Hardcore that calls himself the ECW champion. His name is Kane.
In fact, that ECW championship match was one of the shortest in the history of WrestleMania. The bell rang, Chavo got chokeslammed, and it was over.
Oh, like I said, the WWE superstars don't get paid by the hour. So Kane came out, and 8 seconds later, Kane is your ECW champion.
So it's Americana personified in Hacksaw Jim Duggan versus the Canadian Bulldog, D.H. Smith. And Josh, I think we all know the horrible animosity that Canadians and Americans have between each other, correct?
Oh, yeah, it's America's attic, is Canada. And, you know, for years and years, Canada has been trying to infiltrate America, and we've just been able to keep them out of our country.
D.H. Smith not too happy with those USA chants.
Now, D.H. Smith, it's cool. He calls himself the Canadian Bulldog, obviously paying homage to his late great father, the British Bulldog. And it's pretty cool that D.H. Smith is using that moniker, the Canadian Bulldog.
Josh, this past week on Raw, probably the most emotional moment I've ever witnessed in the history of WWE. Ric Flair's farewell address to a sold-out Amway Arena in Orlando.
We talk about an emotional weekend from the Hall of Fame induction ceremony to WrestleMania 24.
Shoulders down.
All the way to last week on Raw. Ric Flair coming out, and the farewell address, everyone that came out, the Horsemen, Batista, Chris Jericho.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
And, of course, every single WWE superstar coming out to just say 2 words to Ric Flair. Thank you for the memories. 36 years, 16 world championships. Ric Flair's left us with a lifetime of memories.
I think you'll agree with this, Josh. I've been working for WWE almost 5 years now, and of all the superstars I've met, perhaps the nicest guy to me has been Ric Flair.
Oh, no question about it. Ric Flair, he thanks everyone after his matches. He says hello to everyone, and Ric Flair, he is, you're right, Todd, he's the nicest superstar you'll ever meet.
And yes, he can still throw down at the parties after Raw, and he's going to be greatly missed, not only by our fans, but by all our superstars as well.
I think all the people that liked when Ric Flair picked up the bar tab, too.
He's still styling and profiling, and while he may be gone from the wrestling ring, don't forget, diamonds are forever, and so is Ric Flair. Right now, D.H. Smith hooking the leg, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan needs to find a way to get back on track here as the Canadian Bulldog has come up with counter moves to everything that Hacksaw's thrown at him.
Is it just me, or are we seeing like an attitude here by D.H. Smith that I don't think we've seen before when D.H. has come out and competed here on Heat? Smacking Hacksaw Jim Duggan's head against the canvas, and D.H. Smith, he's serious. I mean, WrestleMania is over. We talked about it earlier. This right now is an opportunity for every single superstar in the WWE to put other superstars on notice.
The Canadian Bulldog again with a cover.
Didn't hook the leg, though.
And Josh, you've seen a lot of superstars come and go. D.H. Smith looks like he's going to be here to stay for a while.
Oh, yeah, D.H. Smith is here, no doubt about it, to make an impact. And now D.H. Smith has to make an impact in the age of Orton, as does everyone else.
Randy Orton, what a performance at WrestleMania 24. Some said he stole his way to victory, he snuck his way in. But I think even the cerebral assassin can appreciate the mind games that Orton was able to play and execute. Oh, God.
That's what a triple threat match is all about, stealing the opportunity, taking your opportunity. I mean, Triple H was poised to win the WWE Championship. Here comes Randy Orton, and a punt to Triple H's head later, and Orton is still the WWE Champion, has been since October of 2007.
The question now is, who will be the #1 contender? JBL wants a shot. You know, Cena wants back in. The game lives to wear that title. It'll be interesting to see who gets the first crack at Orton.
Well, the target on the back of Randy Orton is now bigger than ever, but we saw RKO do what Randy Orton does best this past week on Raw against Matt Hardy. I mean, Matt Hardy looked like he was in control. Orton all of a sudden pops off an RKO, and Randy Orton picks up another victory. And that was just, what, 24 hours after competing at WrestleMania?
Not an easy thing to do.
I saw you 24 hours after WrestleMania. You couldn't even walk or talk. You didn't even do anything.
Oh, I was hanging out with Ric Flair, for God's sake. Hacksaw now with those big right hands, and I do mean big. Hacksaw going into the corner, but nobody home. And right when you think Hacksaw might be turning the momentum, D.H. Smith gets the upper hand again.
D.H. Smith just pinpointing where he's going to drop that elbow.
Cover 2. Then a knee right to the back. Oh, boy. An elbow now, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan, who has been in some wars over the years, make no bones about it. Hacksaw knows how to survive a beating.
Pretty sure that Hacksaw has got D.H. Smith by the ears.
And a beating is exactly what D.H. Smith is delivering to this point.
Well, like you said earlier, Todd, D.H. Smith is here to stay. He's got the pedigree to compete here in the WWE, and there's only one direction that D.H. Smith is going to go, and that's up.
He's so agile for a big man. He can do moves that you wouldn't expect someone of his size, 250 pounds, to be able to pull off. Into the corner, and Hacksaw thinks he can win it right here.
Here we go.
Getting down to that three-point stance. The clothesline hit it.
There's only one thing left for Hacksaw to do. Cover.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan has just, wait a minute. I knew D.H. Smith wasn't going to be able to kick out, but I didn't think he could find the rope.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan has put so many people away with that three-point stance, he didn't bother to hook the leg. It was a lackadaisical cover, which allowed D.H. Smith to put his leg on the rope.
Wait a minute, speaking of legs on the rope, D.H. Smith uses that leverage to get the pin and the win.
Your winner, the Canadian Bulldog, D.H. Smith.
D.H. Smith, all smiles now. By hook or by crook, D.H. Smith was not going to allow himself to be defeated by Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
So the first heat after WrestleMania turns out to be a very good one. Hacksaw not happy about it as D.H. Smith wins in our main event. For Josh Matthews, I'm Todd Busham.